What is up, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the No Offseason podcast. I am your host, Ryan, and as usual, we have the crew. We have Bryant, we have Jordan, and we have Cam. How's it going, gentlemen?
How's it going?
What's up? What's up?
Did you just say fire?
Tired.
Oh, I thought you heard fire. I was like, oh, okay.
Fire in the hole.
Fire in the hole, indeed.
How was everyone's Christmas?
It was magical.
Merry Christmas.
It was
Merry
busy.
Chrysler.
Merry Chrysler.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
It was good though.
Anyone get
Fantastic.
anything? Anyone get anything fun and exciting?
These Sixers suck.
I got my car mirror actually fucking bashed in by my garage, so that was fun.
You did
Way
that
to
to
go.
yourself. It's a gift.
Yeah, it sounds like a
Way to go, Chief. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
definitely a gift to yourself.
Yep, 100%.
Stupidest award of the day goes to you.
Brand new car too.
Oh yeah, but you got to break it in. Every new car I've had has had at least $200 damaged onto it within the first month of owning it.
Who does that?
It's the third time.
pretty
First car
impressive.
First car was almost totaled by an 85-year-old grandma. Second car had a rock go through the windshield, and then this one. I
Maybe you
did
should just buy
myself.
used.
Yeah, I'm about to say, sounds like you need to stop going new cars here, Chief.
Or just bubble wrap your car the first month.
I'm starting
Another
to
valid option.
I'm starting to build in like the first month fees that I'll accumulate, you know. So next time I buy the car, I'm gonna have like a $1,000 buffer, you know, going into it.
That's smart, actually.
Thank you.
Not
Got
really needed, but I guess for you it is.
Nah.
I like
I
that.
say if you just not hurt your cars, maybe you'd be fine.
Yeah, just learn how to drive. Here we go.
First two are not my fault, in my
At-
defense.
At least do a Jordan and wait like 5-6 months.
I know. It's okay.
Not true. Fortunately, the last one was only 2 months.
That's pretty bad.
See,
Was-
that's what happens. I don't even
wasn't
think
my-
it needs to be a new
Wasn't
car.
my fault though.
Yeah, first two weren't mine either. Next car, it'll be your fault. I promise you.
I'm just
My
saying.
fault.
I have Chain Gang Kirk Cousins up next to Bryant, and they look eerily similar. I don't know if you guys
Jeez.
have the pot up, but Chain Gang
No.
Kirk Cousins looks.
No, I just unfollowed actually.
That's so funny.
I just.
I mean,
I
not
have to
too
get Kirk
shabs.
Cousins up there. That's your guy, Kirk Cousins.
Turkey. That is
guys-
your guy.
you guys do look similar.
That's what I'm saying.
Damn, no wonder he hates him. He's a
This is a bitch.
more.
Doesn't TJ McConnell look like him too? Do you just hate people that look like you?
I think that's what it is. He's like
Maybe.
scared of him, maybe.
Get scared. I'm not scared of anyone.
Jealous?
I ain't scared.
Jealous? I ain't jealous.
We ain't
Jealous?
scared.
Jordan's over here changing his light color every 2 seconds.
I'm just trying to get the NFL ambiance in
That
here.
actually looks sick.
Thank you. This was the top Christmas gift of the year.
Yeah. Doesn't look too bad. Hopefully you find the one you're most comfortable with here, sir.
I'm just showing off at this point.
Wow.
Sorry.
Kinda rude.
I mean, sorry, I'll go back to normal. Sorry.
Okay.
So,
We have Jersey of the Day by Mr.
Yep.
Camelicious here.
looks so much brighter in the stream, too.
Oh man. Alright, let's go. To Knicks.
Mitchell Robinson.
Robinson.
Mitch.
RJ Barrett.
Bryant.
Is that an Adidas jersey?
Yeah.
Bet it
Yeah,
is.
hold on. Crap, hold on. We gotta. Who was on the team then? That was where. Oh, Carmelo. That's Carmelo.
I was gonna say Carmelo.
See, Jordan knows all the jerseys and shit. He's like, oh, I know the logo on here. Oh, I know where they came from.
No, that's Melo era.
I agree.
Oh, Pat
Oh,
Ewing.
he went.
Ah,
You
he
were.
went
You
old
were
school.
bare. You were barely alive for his career. What the hell?
Oh, dude, Joe
Sick
Tate.
jersey though.
That's
Jo-
terrible that I know
Yo.
that.
Joe Tate is in the freaking chat, and he guessed Patrick Ewing.
Oh my god, he knew.
He knew.
Oh, he already
He
knew
knew.
because he's your friend. He had the inside scoop.
I
We're
don't
his
think he knows I
friends?
have this jersey.
We're
Yeah, I don't think he
Cam's
knows I
friends?
have this jersey.
Yeah, but like he's got the
This
inside
is accurate.
scoop, I think.
Hey man,
I
shout out to Joe coming in here and smashing it.
Good job, Joe.
Joe's on it. Joe's on it.
All right,
Joe,
well,
you get 10 channel points. We don't know what they're used for
now,
yet, but
now our viewers
we
are on
got
the
it.
board. Now our viewers are on the board.
you get to ask the first question, Joe. What do you want us to talk
Oh.
about?
There goes my two game winning streak on Cam's jerseys. Sigh.
Fortunately,
I had to
the
get you
Knicks.
guys.
Well, listen, you were born with like 3 good years left on his career, so
That's just true.
that
But I
makes
love
me feel very
basketball
old.
since I came out of the womb.
So Cam's the Nick curse.
Honestly, I might be. I'm every New York team's curse. Let's be honest. And now I'm starting to be a Dolphins curse.
Not
on
really,
top of it
because
all.
you got 2 Super Bowls at least in your lifetime.
You
That
also
is
like
true.
it's
That
pretty
is
easy
true.
to be a curse when you like 400 different teams.
This is true. This is also true.
No,
Oh,
no,
that's
no,
very
you're the-
valid.
You're the reason Devin Booker got hurt. So
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
Fuck the Kim Kardashian curse. It's the Cam curse.
Remember the Suns in 4? Yeah.
It
Where have they
honestly
gone
might
since
be.
then?
Hey,
you're the reason Shaman got put on the poster.
listen, we'll wait till the trade deadline. That's all I'm going to say. Wait till the trade deadline.
So you can
Mhm.
trade all your assets away and lose all.
I'm about to say, what are you going to add to that rotation, really?
We'll see.
We'll talk about that when we get there.
We'll see. Jay
How's this-
Crowder's gone. I'll tell you that.
Man, it's been gone before the season started.
How are you gonna
Man.
talk about the Suns being your squad when you have all Nick gear on?
Listen, I'm a diehard Knicks fan, but I love Devin Booker and I want the Suns to succeed. All right.
And I'm turning
And
into a
then-
diehard Suns fan.
Literally. Because the Knicks have really frustrated me the past few years. I got to be honest with you. And it's not even the past few years. It's literally since I've been a Knicks fan. Which
don't-
Or
is
being a fan of a team.
literally since the day I was born. So that's that.
Charlotte never has enough expectations to truly disappoint, right?
Do
Y-
you
y-
do you see me loving another team and dick riding them like you do the Suns?
Whoa.
No, but the Suns also haven't won a championship since I've been rooting for the Suns, which has literally been since Devin Booker got into the league.
They have a championship, though, right? I'm trying to think they won. They
No, I
won.
don't.
I think they won.
Pretty sure they don't.
I think they got one in the 70s at some point. I'll fact check this real
About to
fast.
say, I'm
but
surprised
Yeah.
Jordan doesn't know that.
I'm like
I'm
90%
pretty
sure they don't
sure
have a
they
championship.
have one.
99%.
If it's Jordan and it involves championships,
No, they do
jerseys,
not. They
or
do not have a
drafts,
champ.
Told
They do
ya.
not have
you
a
can't,
championship.
you can't dick ride a team that hasn't won a championship.
You can, because you started liking them only when they got good.
I'm about to say, you
No,
started
when,
liking them.
when they got Devin Booker.
Oddly, around the bubble season is when you became a
Mhm.
Suns fan.
Yeah,
Huh?
you started really
Got the
showing your
jersey to prove it.
colors.
That's when I purchased it.
Mhm.
You have the Suns
It was also
jersey
before
where
they
it
got
the
says
tide
Suns
turned.
before the Suns logo.
When the tide.
It was also before they got Chris Paul, but that's fine.
He
Go
was
ahead.
a fan when
What's
Isaiah
next?
Thomas was there. Damn it.
IT.
Little
Shout out to the short. Shout out to all the short people.
Alrighty. Well, I realized we're not gonna go into NFL reviews game by game because that takes entirely too long. And guess what? We're trying to cut down this podcast for it not to be an hour and a half.
Yeah.
It's some learning curves, but yeah, we don't need to go over every single freaking game. It's not
Don't
needed.
worry, guys.
It is
Took
not
us-
needed whatsoever.
Took us 13 episodes. We got it.
Hey man.
Yeah, we got it.
Hey man, it's a learning curve. Thank you very much. And
I like it.
and we're in it. So we're gonna go over a few games, not a lot.
Right. The good ones.
It's about to be playoff time, so guess what? We're starting to talk about the playoffs here. So let's get into it. Actually, a game that had a lot of playoff implications. The Packers defeat the Dolphins. Packers are now 7-8, coming
Who
up
would've thought?
out of nowhere in the playoff push, and the Dolphins Now sitting at 8-7, last playoff spot, only a game ahead, and now Tua back in the concussion protocol.
They're losing their fans. They are losing
Yeah,
their
they're done.
fans.
They're literally done.
Are the Dolphins missing
What
the playoffs?
Yes, 1000%. They're not beating New England.
Yes, they are. 100%. I don't buy no.
Without
New
Tua?
England?
They're doing it.
In
They're
New
doing
England, no shot.
100%. 100%.
Nope. I disagree.
I give any team a shot against New England, to be honest with you.
Well, if they do that backwards fumble shit, maybe. But
not very
I think the Dolphins are done.
That's crazy. Because
it is crazy.
They're what? Were they 8-3? Are they on
they lost
four-game losing streak?
Four
they've
game
lost
skid. So are the Jets though too, but
4-game losing streak, and
their
you have
quarterback issues.
The Patriots and the Jets left.
Well, I guess you could say the Dolphins have had QB issues because Tua unfortunately keeps
can't
banging
stay
his
healthy.
head.
Yeah,
He's banging
got
his
a
head.
baby head.
Yeah, but the last month he's been healthy, and they haven't won.
I think he needs a new helmet, guys. I think that's essentially what it is.
Don't forget, the first half of that game, he played pretty lights out. And then what happened when he banged his head? He threw 3 picks. So, I don't know. It's a little bit of a conspiracy. He definitely has a concussion, and he should definitely be shut down for the year, if you ask me. I'm no medical professional.
Oh, yeah.
And I claim to be.
That's the third one. Yeah, he's done.
Man, that's third one in literally a 3-month span. Holy shit.
It's really bad.
That's not safe. That's Steve Young territory, unfortunately.
It's terrible. I actually really feel bad for the dude on a health level.
Say if the Dolphins lose the next 2 games and 8-9 after going 8-3, it'll be the total opposite of what they did last year. Because they started, I believe, 0-6 or 1-6, and ended up being right outside the playoff.
9-8.
Right.
9-8.
And now this year, they might just flip-flop it and go on an epic collapse and miss the playoffs yet again.
All of a sudden, Mike McDaniel doesn't look so cool then.
Well,
to be honest with you.
Part of this is Mike hasn't really figured out how to do like mid-game adjustments. Like this is something that I've been pretty happy with Brian Daboll. Like you kind of go through the first half and then feel out like, you know, what the defense is doing and giving to you. And then you make adjustments. Mike just sticks to his guns and is like, all right, we're still bombing it to Tyreek and Waddle, whether you like it or not. And it just doesn't work, man. You gotta figure it out. And he hasn't been able to do that. You know?
Teams start playing cover 2 and just bringing those safeties back.
Hey, Bryant.
Hey, Bryant.
Hey, B.
Any takes right here on the Dolphins making or missing the playoffs?
They're not going to make it. They simply just won't make it, unfortunately.
We won't make it.
There we go.
Expert analysis.
I mean,
it's as simple as that. They just
won't make it.
Just won't make it.
They got an uphill battle to climb. They don't have their quarterback. I mean, who really is the backup there?
I was literally just about to ask that.
Bridgewater.
Oh, Teddy B.
Bridgewater and Skylar Thompson.
Teddy B.
Two glove Teddy.
They're definitely winning in a
win. You know what's crazy? A month ago on this podcast, we had a conversation. Who's winning the East? The Jets, the Dolphins, or the Bills? Because they were within 1 game, and now the division's locked up. It's not even close. I don't think the Jets or the Dolphins have won a game since then.
It is kind of wild how that division just kind of collapsed like that, though.
It absolutely did.
Like, that's nuts, dude.
All right, and next game with playoff implications, the Carolina Panthers put a whooping on the Detroit Lions, causing the Lions to fall to 7-8, and the Panthers are now 6-9 and still in the NFC South, and they hold their own destiny. If Carolina wins their next 2 games, they are in the playoffs.
Thank you, Panthers, is all I'm going to say.
That's wild.
Thank you, I thought we were Lions lovers over here.
Yeah, no. I can't say thank you, Panthers.
Down goes that win
in case you guys didn't realize, the Giants have playoff implications, and the Lions are kind of a piece of that. So
you're fine. You're the 6th seed.
You're about to win this week and lock it up.
I kind of want the 7th seed, to be honest, and I think we're going to end up with the 6, and I'm going to be a little disappointed.
You want the 7?
7 plays against
Minnesota or San Fran.
Minnesota. 6 plays against San Fran.
San Fran's
Well, I
right
guess
there
we'll see
too.
what happens the next 2 weeks.
Still
Yeah,
have
that's
2
true.
weeks.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
want to play either one of them.
No,
Vikings, dude.
You just lost to
I
the
don't know.
Vikings.
I'm about to say the
Yeah.
Kings. The Kings are the one-score game.
61-yard field goal. Are you kidding? Come on, that was a
They-
pretty close game. I'd much rather
It
play them
was-
than the
it was-
Niners.
It was a close game.
Much rather.
I don't want to play the Vikings in a close game because they always win those games.
That is true.
Yeah,
I don't
So
know.
this is the year.
let's get real.
Unless
Dude,
it's
my
prime
mom-
time.
My mom's boyfriend goes.
Well, prime
"All
time
right,
they get swept.
That's what
God,
I'm
God
saying.
must be a Vikings fan this year because
But,
everything seems to be going their way.
A
Literally.
Vikings Giants game is not going to be a primetime game. let's put
No.
that.
That'll be the 1 o'clock.
Yeah,
Saturday
that'll
afternoon.
1,000% be a
Kick
1
off.
o'clock game.
Kick off the playoff weekend,
Without a shadow
But-
of a doubt.
I would.
or it'll be the Monday night game because nobody watches.
I would have to agree though. I'd rather face Minnesota than San Francisco.
Yeah,
Expe-
100%.
Especially a Giants team that has issues moving the ball consistently. I don't
Yeah,
want to play
no
a top
kidding.
tier defense.
I would only want to play San Fran if my pass rush is crazy because you'd want to
Wow.
harass Purdy as much as you can.
The
Yep.
Giants' pass rush is pretty good when Aziz is healthy.
Yeah,
Thibodeau's nasty.
I
They
mean,
both are nasty.
we can just segue into the Vikings Giants game. The Vikings 27-24. They're now 12-3. Technically a game behind the Eagles, but realistically it's 2 because the Eagles won the season series, but now the Giants are 8-6-1. But all the Giants have to do is win one of their next 2 and they're in. I'm not going to say congratulations yet, but semi-congratulations on the playoffs, sir.
It's looking good.
Things are looking good. I'm excited. It's a new era. I know we're gonna lose first round in the playoffs, but I appreciate you, Brian Dable, for bringing a new set of eyes to this organization. Finally,
Listen, man, crazy things can happen in the playoffs.
Definitely a tough team.
it's the defense that makes it tough. The offense sucks, man. It makes me hard to watch it when Kenny Galladay runs a straight route and slips midway just to free up Richie James, who was on our practice squad to start the season.
Rick
Well,
James, bitch.
$18 million a
Rick
year.
James,
plant.
bitch.
clearly,
Rick
Rick.
James, bitch.
Clearly, you had a diamond in the rough, though.
Yeah, I got smacked by Richie James in my fantasy semifinals.
I'm about to say
Isaiah
that.
Hodgins. Isaiah Hodgins, shout out.
Yeah.
That's my
There you
guy
go.
right
That's a good one.
I mean, look, you guys are looking better at receiver. You got rid of Kadarius Toney, you know.
You mean Tutty
Yeah.
Tony?
Yeah.
Tony.
there.
Tutty
You mean
Tony?
80 total yards this season, Tony? Yeah.
Tutty
Hey.
Tony.
In
Don't
2
hate on
games.
Tutty. Don't hate.
I think he has more TDs than your whole receiving core right now.
Think
He
you're
might.
right.
Yeah.
Would you check that out?
All right.
Hold on, boys. Contact malfunction. I'll be right back.
Oh, contact
Uh-oh.
malfunction. That's never good. All right. Well, I will save that game. Well, let's talk about this though. The AFC South, where the Texans defeat the Titans and the Jaguars defeat the Jets, meaning the AFC South leaders are the Jacksonville Jaguars at this time. Thank you, Jordan.
we did say that last week, right? That we all thought the Jags were coming out of the.
We did.
Were we all on board about that? I forget.
Yeah.
But,
you all were.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Future is bright in Jacksonville for sure.
And now, Week 17 doesn't mean anything for either team. It's just who wins Week 18.
Yeah.
Sunshine. Oh,
You-
sunshine.
Could you imagine if they had that 2016 defense
Yeah, that defense
Dude.
was.
with this offense?
Yeah.
You're talking
Jalen,
about probably
like,
the best
prime
team
time.
in football.
Yeah.
I did not want to play the Jaguars that year in the Super Bowl, so whew, that
And
defense was
it's,
sick.
It's so sad that not one member of that defense is on this team.
That's crazy
It's all gone.
because there was a lot of young guys on that defense too.
Got to build it back up.
Absolute ton. But now we'll look ahead to Week 18. Titans, you're probably running with Malik Willis versus the Jaguars, who are red hot. Are we all taking the Jaguars, or do the Titans have a shot?
Absolutely.
That's a hammer. That's a hammer bet for me,
Malik
I mean-
Willis does not look good.
That's true.
dude. It's
No.
pretty bad.
He looks.
The Titans. have a shot, but I'd roll with the Jaguars.
You could literally put the whole defense on Derrick Henry if you wanted to. Like, that's what their game plan should be.
This is
Like,
true.
Go in to stop Derrick Henry.
Now, here's another question. So the Texans have nothing to play for, right? They're the number 1 seed. But they play the Jaguars this week, and the Jaguars can totally sit all their starters. So if the
Just another
Texans
flop.
happen to win,
Please do that.
then the Bears
Get the number
can
one
be the
overall
number
pick.
1 seed. So this Texans-Jaguar game might be the ugliest game in the NFL season, to be honest with you.
We're gonna
I
be looking at a
also
lot
just
of.
made. Go
We're
ahead,
looking at
Jordan.
We're gonna be looking at a lot of USFL and XFL players in this game, probably. So
It's
guys
gonna be bad.
that'll be playing in early March, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, like, that could be a very bad game. Just really shitty football. Don't watch it.
If you watch us and you live in the Houston and Jacksonville network, be prepared for a blackout.
Yeah, might as well. All right, and then another game, the big game of the week, the Eagles and the Cowboys. Cowboys, I mean, this was a shootout, 40-34. Gardner Minshew as a backup still got the job done. There was some turnovers,
Did not look bad.
but the Cowboys do win, turning
Third.
11-4, while the Eagles go 13-2. We don't know if Jalen Hurts is coming back.
He probably is this week.
Probably is.
That's what
But
I've heard.
if somehow the Eagles lose the next 2 and the Cowboys lose the next 2, the Eagles go from the 1 seed to the 5 seed. Is it going to get interesting, or is this just the Eagles are going to take care of business?
Nah,
Nah.
they'll get one of the next 2. That's pretty
here's-
easy for me.
Here's the thing: if Gardner Minshew played the entire season, I think they would have destroyed Dallas. He looked
I also
looked
think that.
rusty. I mean,
I also think that.
someone who hasn't played football and
I don't know about destroyed because let's be honest, the Eagles let up 40 points, and
They did.
that defense has some flaws right now, especially with the injuries. There, Lane Johnson's out too. I don't know, man. All I'm gonna say is I'm sticking to my guns. Sam Furton, stamp it. Super Bowl appearance.
Gannon needs to
Brock
take.
Purdy. Mr. Relevant,
Yeah, Gannon needs to take that zone defense and shove it in the trash because
literally. It's
They got
bad.
smoked.
Dak Prescott, I think, was perfect against the zone, and then against man, he struggled. But
14 for 14.
For some reason, Gannon kept running that zone shell, which
I get very confused when you have Slay and Bradbury and you run a zone.
Me too.
yeah, and Slade does not look good playing zone in any
No.
way, shape, or form. Hence the 3rd and 30 debacle, which honestly lost the game. To be honest with you, I think if they get that stop and even get a field goal that drive, it's probably a different game. Can't even put the 2 interceptions on Gardner because I think those were just 2 really good defensive plays. I mean, maybe the ball was a little out in front, but the one play Bland literally just took the ball from Quez. Like Quez had it in his hands, but Bland just ripped it out. Like that's
did.
you don't see that every game. But the fumbles were the big issue in that game, and they were costly.
That's one of those interceptions that if you don't watch the game, you just look and you're like, Gardner threw a couple interceptions. But when you look at them, they're both really great defensive plays on the
Yeah.
Well, and then-
interceptions.
again, you go back to Philly radio, and it's he played terrible. Oh, Hurts,
We need Hurts, yeah.
Fan
thought
base
he
is
was
moronic.
dude. He threw for what 360 yards,
It was like 330.
Over 300.
over
Those
300 yards.
It was 330 plus. I know that.
That's-
He looked good.
355 and 2 touchdowns along with those 2 interceptions, which again, if you didn't watch the game, you just look at his 2 interceptions, but
Exactly.
one was legit in Quez's hands and ripped away, and the other was a good defensive play.
Yeah.
Does this validate the
Eagles put
Mahomes
up
for
34.
MVP thing?
Oh yeah.
Because 34 points when your backup quarterback is in, dude, as much as I think Hurts has improved and everything,
Plug
that
and play
shit's
offense.
all system, man. It is. That team is set up for success, man. Hurts has been great this year. I'm not diminishing anything he's done. I'm just saying
Yeah, they're 1-2.
Mahomes should win MVP after that one.
They're 1-2.
They're one, too, and it's very clear who's won, in my
Here-
opinion.
Here's the thing: could you imagine if you put Justin Fields instead of Jalen Hurts, someone who's a little bit more mobile and quick, with that offensive line and those wide receivers?
Could be interesting, but do we think that Fields has the accuracy that Hurts has at the moment?
Hurts also really developed that like
I
in a
mean,
year, so Fields probably could develop it. You
if
know,
I mean,
if Gardner
I didn't
Minshew
think
can
Hurts
do
was
it,
going
I'm
to make
sure he
that.
could too.
possibly.
Yeah,
All
it
right.
sucked, but
Boys, Justin Herbert has made his first playoff appearance in his NFL
that's
career.
right. That's right.
Shout out to Jay Herbo and the Chargers. You're not going to get shit on this year for not making the playoffs. Congratulations.
You're not getting a new coach. Good job.
Congratulations, Staley.
But someone is, and that's the Denver Broncos. As Nathaniel Hackett gets fired.
Yeah, Hackett, you suck.
Should
Sorry.
have gotten fired after week 2, but
Literally.
I digress.
Might have been the worst first-year performance I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Me too.
Out of a
Okay.
coach.
Quick question.
Urban Meyer makes a run, but go
Yeah.
ahead.
W-
Yeah, that's true.
All right, Brian.
Was it the coach or was it
No, it
the
was
quarterback?
it
We're
was
gonna
both.
find out.
Both,
But it's go.
in my
but,
opinion.
but I mean, coach gets first blame because
Oh,
Russ
absolutely.
Russ didn't look this terrible until this year.
And I know Fangio put together that defense basically, but to run as well as they did for what 15 games, that's pretty impressive defensively.
Yeah, we're gonna find out next year. I hope people don't do the whole like say the next 2 games if Russ plays well. I hope people aren't like, oh yeah, it was Nathaniel Hackett because it's the last 2 games. I'm not
Right.
even sure who they're playing. Let me look it up actually real quick to see if any of these teams even have playoff aspirations. Which you're playing the Chiefs and the Chargers, who both have it locked up. So I'm
Yeah.
not putting any stock into Russell Wilson the next 2 weeks. It's gonna be
Well,
something we have to wait
the
till
Chiefs-
next year.
The Chiefs are still playing for the 1 seed. So
They are.
They
They'll
are.
probably play till the end. They'll play till the end. Especially, well, they play the Bills this week, right?
Who?
The Chiefs?
No.
Or did I make that up?
No, the Bills play the Bengals on Monday Night Football.
Oh, sorry. Another great AFC team. Okay.
Yeah, that'll be a good one. But
Never mind.
yeah, I mean, I think it's just like any of these. You fire the coach, and then next year, quarterback's good. Blame it on the coach. If he's not good, maybe they both sucked. It's just like when assistants get fired. It's like, all right, let's let the assistant go first. Keep the head coach. Head coach gets another year. Then we'll see what's up. But I even looked up. They can't get rid of Russell Wilson. Like
No.
his cap hit, if they were to release him, is like $100 million.
Yep.
It's more. It's stupid.
It's absolutely impossible. So the Broncos are stuck with Russ for at least
They're gonna have to
another
eat
year
it.
or 2. So
yeah,
even if he does suck, it's not gonna matter.
teams need to be.
You did mention that the Chargers coach was safe. Do you agree on that?
Yeah, no, making the playoffs. Absolutely.
Making the playoffs gets him another year for sure.
What happens
buys 'em
if
another year. Sean
someone
Payton.
comes in with Sean Payton, Fangio, and Daniel Hackett as your offensive coordinator?
Not making the playoffs. If they would have missed the playoffs, I'm all about it. But making the playoffs,
Yeah, you don't fire a coach after finally making the playoffs after how many years would they miss it
and
in a row?
especially if they win a playoff game, no shot.
No.
No shot.
Dude, Sean Payton might go to the Cardinals, actually. I saw something about that today as a potential fit.
A couple
I don't know.
teams that would look pretty good with Sean
Yeah.
Payton.
It's like, are they
That
going to get rid
offense
of
for Sean Payton?
Are the Cardinals going to get rid of Kingsbury? Is McVay going to retire? Is he going to go back to New Orleans? Would be weird to me still.
Yeah. Could Indy make a run at him?
Las Vegas could get rid of McDaniels, I think. Like, I mean, who knows?
I mean, you just look at the people that he's bringing with him, especially like Fangio. You bring Hackett and then Sean Payton on top of that. That's a pretty established coaching.
Where's Daniel Hackett even at?
Who?
Did you say Daniel Hackett?
Nathaniel.
Oh, you said Daniel at first, but yeah. Okay. I mean, as an OC, yeah, we'll see.
So we're looking at the playoff scenarios for this upcoming week. The Giants can win, and they're in the playoffs. They can also, I think they need the
Washington
Commanders,
and Seattle.
and Green Bay to win or to lose most games, and they'll clinch.
Yeah.
The Commanders can clinch this week with a win and a loss by Seattle, Detroit, and a Green Bay loss or tie. The Dolphins can actually make the playoffs with a win and a Jets loss or tie, or a Miami tie and a Jets and Pittsburgh loss. Those are the only teams that can clinch a spot this upcoming week. But teams that can be fully eliminated next week: the Saints, the Panthers, the Commanders, the Lions, the Packers, the Seahawks, the Patriots, the Jets, the Steelers, and yes, even the Raiders have a chance of still making the playoffs. But all those teams can be eliminated, and I actually have the probability of teams making the playoffs. You have the Dolphins at the Giants at 94%. Dolphins at 69%. The Buccaneers at 79%.
Nice.
They have the division. Very nice. Jaguars 61%, Titans 40%, Commanders 43%.
Let's go Jags.
So it's pretty much all your teams that are in the playoffs right now. When you look at it, 21% Panthers, 28% Seahawks, 20% Lions, 15% Packers, 15% Jets, 12% Patriots. Out of any of those teams from the Panthers on that have 28% or less, do you think any of those teams get in? That'd be the Panthers, Seahawks, Lions, Packers, Jets, Patriots.
Seahawks.
Hurt Lions.
Yeah, I'd say the Lions, if any. But yeah.
I'm kind of thinking the Packers.
That's also well. They
That-
also
That
need
A-Rod. That A-Rod magic, baby.
It's lost their wide
Yeah.
receiver too. That's the only concern.
They do have Minnesota and Detroit though, so that's not easy whatsoever coming up for them.
A lot of points got put up.
The Lions do have Chicago. You have to take care of that, and then Green Bay.
Chicago and then Green Bay. That seems like an automatic double win right there.
Not the way Green Bay is playing,
A double
Crazy.
win.
but you look at the upcoming schedule. Panthers are playing the Buccaneers this week. That's huge.
A big game.
Commanders facing the Browns. That's not a pushover game. We got, let's see, the Dolphins are playing the Patriots.
I hope the Bucks lose out.
The Seahawks are facing the Jets, so there's a lot of playoff implications in teams playing each other. It's gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
Wicked.
All right, and yeah. So the 7 seed to the 11 seed in the AFC, there's only a 1 game difference. That's how close it is coming down.
It's pretty wild.
It is an absolute cluster.
Gotta love it.
Absolute cluster. NFL's going to be wild these next 2 weeks. And with that, we move on. Ooh,
Yeah.
32
32
minutes.
minutes.
Let's go.
Yeah.
All right.
Look
All
at us,
right.
guys.
Let's go to the association and let's talk about the hottest team in the league, and that is the Brooklyn Nets, who have won 9 in a row and have now leaped into the 3rd seed in the East after defeating the Cavaliers last night. Boys, Brooklyn is back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody's happy about it. Let's just make that clear.
Y'all aren't.
Yeah.
I'm
I don't
okay with
want
it.
to. I don't want to play them ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
But no,
They
they
look
are. They're clicking on all cylinders. I mean,
They really are.
Katie and me and Ryan were talking about this last night just together. I mean, Kyrie Irving is when he's on, he is one of the funnest players to watch offensively. He might be a douche, but man, that dude is so gifted offensively. It just looks effortless, and he's always in control. Like, whew.
And Ben
Yeah.
Simmons' defense. Nick Claxton's playing a lot better.
Nikki Clax.
We
So-
have Bryant. Name him. Name a key player for the Nets.
Wannabe.
Yeah,
It
Utah
is.
wannabe.
It is. He's playing well. They're all playing well.
And yes, I do. That's not how you pronounce his name. I do understand that.
What's
No,
wannabe?
it's wannabe. It's
It's
all right.
wannabe.
It's wannabe. It's wannabe. Yeah.
I posed this question last night, boys, to Ryan. And is there a world in which Ben Simmons is a very lethal small ball 5 with what he does?
Lethal as in what?
As in,
Yeah.
like, up and like this generation's up and down, like can run the floor, can still grab rebounds. He plays good defense.
Kind of like what Kayvon Looney's doing for the Warriors.
I could see it.
So
Just
he's like
add ball handling.
he's a more athletic Draymond Green, is what you're saying.
Basically.
Not as good, but
Without heart, yeah, sure, we'll say that.
not as good.
Or brain.
Or brain.
I mean, they both don't
yeah.
have brains.
But no, like I
yeah.
was watching the game last night. I was just like, man, like Ben Simmons playing the 5, I would not want to play that team, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I wouldn't
'Cause-
either, honestly.
They can attack you from everywhere.
Yeah, I don't.
But
I don't want to play the Nets one bit. Oh, sir.
this is the Nets team I was scared of.
Kyrie and KD are so fun to watch when they don't have weird issues off the court.
I really thought they would just blow up on each other, but they're not, and that's making me very scared.
You still have time. Don't get carried away.
You
No,
do,
the Nets.
but
we-
The Nets.
as I was watching the Nets and the Cavaliers game last night because
that's a good game. Good
But
teams.
they said it. They said this team, ever since it's just turned to just basketball, is living up to their potential. They're like, when you had the outside stuff going in, obviously it affected them. He's like, now that it's just focused on basketball, now you're seeing what this team is capable of, and it's downright scary, honestly.
Jacques
Yeah,
Vaughn
it
is
is.
Jacques Vaughn is a solid coach too.
And, shout out to Cam for citing this in the group chat. The Nets are now a top 10 defensive team to go with a top 10 offensive team.
Yeah.
And I don't think anyone thought this was going to be a top 10 defensive team.
Or not Harden. Durant gets slept on as a defender. People don't talk about it enough.
Length,
Does.
man.
Oh man,
He
Kiss
does. He actually does.
No, he's really good defensively.
Can the Nets be the 1 seed?
I mean, I
I
wouldn't
don't see
shock
why
me.
not.
Wouldn't shock me one bit.
I'm putting a big question mark on it.
I still think it's gonna be the Celtics for the record.
I'll
But
tell you what, man, those Boston Brooklyn games are gonna be really good this is the second half of the year.
I feel like if Joe
Yeah.
Harris or Seth Curry don't pick it up, I think the Nets are going to be like, all right, let's get us a shooter come trade deadline.
Oh yeah,
They're going to
Well,
make a
isn't-
move.
Trae Young.
Curry's out with not every team can trade for Trae Young.
That's what everyone's saying. So I'm just
I know.
gonna
I
go
don't.
with it.
I
Who
don't
would they
understand.
trade?
Yeah, you
No,
got to give up Irving. If
No,
that's
you,
the case.
you couldn't. You already have all those max contracts.
How about
Yeah.
Buddy Hield?
What would you have to give up for Buddy Hield, though? I
Uh,
mean,
wannabe picks and
I think
I think
Wannabe.
Wannabe's I don't know if they get rid of him, honestly. That'd be tough.
Brooklyn is going to be strictly buyout market players
Yeah, they could be.
Kobe White.
because I don't think they don't really have any picks to give away. They gave away all those picks to get Durant and Irving.
I mean, unless you have some, I'm not sure like Patty Mills and Joe Harris's contracts, but
Yeah, I mean,
if they're coming off the books, they might be able to find something.
a rebuilding team just want to take that on. Like want to take that on. Yeah.
Yep, and
Zach Levine.
Oh,
they can't take max
Oh.
contracts.
Tobias.
As we go from the hottest team, we go to a team that's actually been faltering a lot lately, and that's the Portland Trailblazers.
No.
Called it.
Portland,
Not happening.
no.
They have lost 4 of their last 6, and they're 8-12 in their last 20 games.
Oop.
And in the last 6 games, their wins have come against Charlotte and Houston, with losses versus OKC twice, the Mavericks, and the Nuggets.
they need another guy. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, I don't think Simmons is that guy yet, or Simons.
Yeah.
Portland
He-
is falling. Can
This
they
is-
get back up?
I don't know. I think Brian and I kind of said that they weren't gonna.
Oh, I
Um,
did too.
Oh yeah, you did too.
Yeah,
I
No,
I
I
said it was
wanted-
fool's gold.
Well, has
Like I said, the Pacers
Lil?
was fool's gold.
What's Lillard doing this year? I feel like he's also been injured and stuff.
He
He's
has
injured,
been, but
he's
he's
averaging like 28.
yeah, but he's also been kind of on and off like certain
Kinda.
games too.
Kind of doing that thing, yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
no, they mean probably 7-8 seed.
Probably.
Is that what we're thinking? That
Yeah.
sucks. Man. I
Maybe
really wanted.
6.
I'd say they're not making it.
No, they're going to be in the play-in.
No,
That's
they're gonna be in the
No.
play. There's too many teams. Like,
Yeah, I'm about to say I don't know if that's a hot take. That's kind of
I
where
don't
they've
think
been the
they're
past
not
couple
getting
years.
above the play-in. I don't
Here-
think so.
Here's the
No
thing:
shot.
the 2 teams that are under them right now, Utah, Golden State.
I
Right.
mean, I don't believe in Utah still.
I don't, and I'll never
Yeah.
count out. I'll never count out Golden State until they're actually out. That
And-
championship pedigree.
Utah,
Would you count out OKC, who's right below?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't think.
they're a young team. They'll get hot, and then they'll have the ebbs and flows of their season.
So right now the
Yeah.
Trailblazers are 8. Again, 9 Jazz. I still think the Jazz sell at the trade deadline and you don't see them again. The Warriors are
Right.
10. So that's fine.
Like,
Then you have the Timberwolves. And the Timberwolves pass the Blazers? Who knows? Who
with
knows?
that
Like, yeah.
team. Oh my gosh.
I mean, you still don't have Cat yet. But then you have the Thunder, the Lakers, the Spurs, and the Rockets. None of them are going to pass. So
Yeah.
at worst, they're going to be a playing team. But I
Yeah.
mean, you look
What
at
are they going to do with that playing game? We don't know.
the Mavs
They're
are the
going to
seven.
get smacked.
The Mavs are the 7 seed. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
This next couple of weeks, I think, is really going to tell us who's the real deal and who's not. I think this is probably the part of the year where we find out who's legit, who's the shaky teams, and whose bottom's going to fall out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because
These next 2 weeks.
I mean, to be fair, if you look at it, seed 1 through 9 in the West is only a 4-game difference. So
Yeah,
That's
that's
so
going to separate.
crazy.
That's
so-
going to separate
So
soon.
are we grasping at straws right now, talking about teams faltering? Maybe
Sure.
a little bit, but you still have to talk about it. You still
we
have
got
to
we got to talk about something here.
and obviously
Well-
I'm gonna go back to Brooklyn because you look at their last 9 games, that win streak. It's versus Charlotte, the Hawks, the Pacers, the Wizards, the Raptors, the Pistons, the Warriors, and then the last 2 have been the Bucks versus the Cavaliers.
Pretty easy schedule. Except for the Bucks and
hasn't
Cavs.
been too tough. Hasn't been
Since you
Bucks and Cavs are scary though.
went back to Brooklyn, how would Victor Oladipo or Duncan Robinson going to Brooklyn sound?
I think Duncan's contract's too much.
You think?
Yeah, he gets paid way too much. But I think I saw something that he's the fastest NBA player to 200 threes in his career.
Yeah, no, he's
I believe
Yeah.
it. He's
I was just
Well-
I was like,
sniper
dude,
can
he gets shitted on, but he's the fastest in NBA history.
Yeah, I mean he's a
the bubble year here, or the year after the bubble, he was lighting it up.
yeah, he was.
be. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
he's what, 20 million?
yeah. Duncan still has 3
22 million?
years, 3 years left. Just under 17 this year, a little over 18 the following year, and then 19 and a half the next year. And then he has a player option for 25-26 that would be just under 20.
Yeah, I don't think
So-
he can take that contract on.
Yeah.
Not a terrible contract, but if you're loaded on a team with
Yeah.
contracts, yeah.
You might be able to get like a guy that has 1 year left on his contract, or like Jordan said, buyout for them.
I'm saying that contract would look great on the Sixers, but so,
Yeah.
Telling you, Oladipo.
I
He's
mean,
so- yeah.
I feel like they need a shooter, and Oladipo's not a shooter.
He's more of a playmaker, scorer.
Yeah, and I think
Freaky.
he's burnt. I think he's burnt. All right, now Devin Booker, groin issue, came back on Christmas, played 4 minutes, got hurt again, and the Suns are 1-4 this year without Booker. And every game that he has not played, the Suns have given up 111 points or more. So
Thought
going forward, how
Booker
big of a
stopper?
concern is this for the Suns if Booker's out for a few weeks with said groin injury?
Pretty big. I've been in arguments with people who are like, "Oh, CP3 is the face of the song," but no, it's Devin Booker's team. He's a beast, dude.
39 years old. What?
Yeah.
Devin
He
Like, what are they
Booker,
even
obviously.
talking about?
He
Like,
needs
Devin
to go.
Booker's the reason. Like, yeah, CP3's washed, but the Suns are also up 65-49 against a really good Grizzlies team right now. So I don't want to count them out completely
they
because
are.
they have some good pieces. But yeah, sorry, I just had to throw that in there. But no, Booker's a huge piece, man. That's a problem if he misses extended time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was surprised they were 1-4 because I believe last year they were pretty good without him actually.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
it's
But, I mean,
They weren't bad without him, but
giving up 111 in every game is
that ain't good.
for a team that's supposed to be really good defensively. You know, you still have
they've been
Mikal
getting
Bridges, you
blown
still have
out.
Aiton. Yeah.
They've been getting blown out early in those games, though. Like, I'll look at the first quarter and I'm like, they're not coming back from this, you
They'll
know?
give up like 35 in the first quarter, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's
All right.
bad.
It's
And-
he's a kind of a big deal for that team.
And
say so.
since we're talking about the Grizzlies, do you have a problem with the Grizzlies talking all this shit when they've won nothing?
Yes. They're way too vocal.
They're
Way too vocal.
They're the new gen. It's like they're the new gen team. Like this is the new generation, young guys that are just vocal.
I kind of like the cockiness, but to a degree. And Ryan, to your point, they haven't done shit yet. So it's like,
Clay said it best.
yeah. I mean, I have no problem with what Clay said, honestly.
And I won't lie, I like Dillon Brooks. I like his game.
Mm-hmm.
Every time that man talks, someone shuts him up real quick, though.
Yeah, he's a big chirper. He really is.
It's funny because he's a role player. Why is a role player like one of your biggest chirpers?
You can't
Yeah.
talk shit. You can't talk shit
Myself.
to Klay Thompson, and then Klay hit a 3 and just look at you dead in your face as you're sitting down and not do anything.
Yeah. As you're sliding
It's
back
good.
across half court, too.
Clay made you look like a bitch so quick.
Yeah. They're they got kind of their first. It's kind of like, when the Sixers came out of the process, they first got in the playoffs. They came in as like a higher seed and they had to learn on the fly. That's kind of what Memphis is probably gonna have to do. So you gotta like shut up and just ride the wave here. It's
I
gonna
don't
be
know.
some
The
trouble.
biggest shit talker is still probably the only one that can talk as much shit as he does. And I'm fine with it. Ja.
Ja?
Yeah.
I mean, I think Dillon Brooks talks the most shit on that team.
I think he
No.
does, too.
You should see Ja's Twitter.
No, yeah, Ja
Twitter's
talks
off the
shit,
handle.
but I think Dillon
Ja.
Brooks talks more.
Ja,
Yeah.
I don't know. Ja's crazy.
Ja's
He
got a
is.
game he's got a game to back it up though. You
Yeah,
said it's like I
dude.
can't.
But
He also has one of the strongest men in the world on his team to back him up.
Steven
The
Adams.
Angel. The Angel.
Steven Adams.
Who's
Steven
not even
Adams.
30. Who's not
Only
even 30.
29.
Yeah, been in the league for like 10 years.
The oldest looking 29-year-old I've ever seen.
Literally. Yeah.
I don't know. DeAndre Ayton's up there.
Yeah, that man looks like
No.
he's like 40.
That's also true.
He's
Yeah.
like 55 years old.
Yeah.
He should be an Uncle Drew, to be honest.
That dude in a suit looks like he should be like on Wall Street. Like,
Yeah.
Oh
I don't
yeah.
know.
But I kind of wonder, we talk about Memphis, they're this really good team. Are they going to humble themselves a little bit? But when your leader's Ja, and Ja is talking like he does, like Brian stated, can that team really make it to the next level when you don't really have that leader? Because Steven Adams can be a leader, but let's face it, Steven Adams is a quiet leader.
Yeah.
Jaren Jackson doesn't really look like a leader. So it looks like your guys that are quote-unquote leaders are Ja and Dillon Brooks, and they're the shit talkers of the team.
Yeah. I think Ja just needs to figure out how to be that leader. Like he's talented, but it's like this is the next progression for these type of players is like, okay, I'm really good. This is how I used to play. How do I take it to the next level where I can get my team with me and get the most out of them? So
See, and
I
that's,
think he needs to stop trying to dunk on everybody too.
he almost got in trouble for that.
It's fun, but I just don't. Yeah,
His
sometimes
head
I'm
was
like,
above the rim last night.
Bro, he tries to put people on a poster
I
like
love it.
every night, and it's amazing. It's so fun to watch, dude. He's like a more bouncy AI. Like he's just trying to like.
That's it. If you have the bunnies, do it.
yeah.
He's so flashy, dude.
It
That's
is-
what makes him
Alright,
so fun.
Brian.
It is one of the most enjoyable TikTok trends right
He's,
now.
he's Derrick Rose with a little bit more bounce. What he is. You watch his game and he's the exact same player.
He's might got more bounce. He's got more bounce than Rose, but I think Rose was faster with the ball. I think Rose was a better driver.
It's a nice comp, honest.
No, it's a great
It was
comp.
pretty nice comp. Yeah.
honestly. Yeah, but I
Yeah,
think Derek
yeah.
Rose was way more mature in his first few years than Ja
Well, that's the
was.
thing. If you put Ja Morant with how Steven Adams composes himself, you got Derrick Rose.
Yeah, absolutely. But unfortunately, they don't have that right now.
No.
Yeah, I'm about to say Ja's personality is a lot louder than Derek.
And I feel come playoff time, if you're gonna talk that shit, you're gonna get it handed to you. Because right now you look at it, Denver's, Golden State's, all of them, they're chilling. It's still the regular season. If you say that in a playoff series, be prepared to get put on your ass the next game.
Oh, yeah.
Or
It's
at
gonna
least back
happen.
it up.
Yeah.
It's not like you're Luca though. Don't do it to Luca.
Alrighty, boys.
Luca shut you up.
It's game time. We're gonna do what we did last Tuesday. Bryant, you weren't here,
I like
but
this.
we're doing a stats quiz. I'm gonna give you guys a category, and you guys are going to go in order, turn by turn. You're gonna name players that you think have hit this category mark. Okay? So we have three. We have three categories. If someone gets it wrong, they're out of that category, and the other two will keep going. And if the other two miss, that one person can keep going. Get as many points as possible. Whoever gets the most points at the end wins. Are we ready?
We are ready.
Yeah.
We're going to go with Bryant first because he didn't play last week.
All right, Bryant.
Let's go B.
There are 16 quarterbacks who have thrown for 3,000 yards or more this year. Name them.
Okay.
All 16, or is it like
No,
a?
we go
Just
one.
go in
We
order.
Like
go,
you
yeah.
go, then Cam, then Jordan.
You
All
miss
right.
it, you're out.
So I'm gonna start Pat Mahomes.
That is correct. Cam.
Josh Allen.
Correct. Jay.
Joseph Burrow.
That's 1, 2, 3. Bryant.
Justin Herbert.
Correct. Cam.
Tua Tagovailoa.
Correct. Jordan.
Jalen Hurts.
Correct. Bryant.
Tom Brady.
Correct. Cam.
Yak Prescott.
Scott.
Incorrect.
No shit,
Remember,
really?
Remember,
Remember,
he
he's
missed those
hurt.
4 games. Yeah.
His memory.
Oh, damn.
Oh,
Cam is out
stupid. Just kidding.
That was dumb.
with 2.
Also, Tua missed like 3.5 games and still has it, which is nuts. But
Jordan.
This is true. Jared Goff.
Correct. Bryant.
Kirk Cousins.
You're goddamn right he does. Jordan.
he was so mad saying that.
Aaron Rodgers.
Correct. Bryant.
Geno Smith.
You're correct, sir.
That's a good one. I was going to go that next.
We got
Geno
5
Smith.
more.
5 more? Okay.
5 more.
Let me think here. Derek Carr.
Correct. Bryant.
Trevor Lawrence.
Correct.
How did I not get Trevor?
3 more.
Okay.
Trev.
3 more.
Daniel Jones.
By
No.
28 yards. You're correct.
Take that, Cam.
2 quarterbacks left. Bryant.
Did we say
Yeah.
Tua or did?
Yes,
Yeah.
Cam said
Cam
Tua.
said-
Cam
Okay.
said Tua.
Oh fuck.
I know. This is where it sucks.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
Russ.
You're correct.
No, I was
Ooh,
gonna
you're
say.
correct.
I was
You're
gonna say
correct.
Russ, but I had no idea.
Jordan, you
All
have
right.
1
Hell.
quarterback.
Oh my God, who could be the last quarter? Ew. No, dude.
I actually know who it is because he's on my fucking bench.
Oh no. Oh shit.
5, 4, 3.
I've run out of teams.
1.
Justin Fields.
Incorrect.
Matt
Right.
Ryan.
Yep.
Fucking
Damn.
Matt Ryan.
Michael Pittman, baby.
All right. So
back
after
Ryan.
the first round, Cam has
Would've
2.
Never
2.
thought Matt Ryan.
2. You're behind,
know.
sir. Jordan with
I'm
6
well aware.
and Bryant with 8.
Fucking Matt Ryan.
It's okay,
That's
Cam,
3,000
because you get to go first this round.
2 QB leagues saved me.
Cam, there are 15 players who are averaging 9.5 rebounds or more this year. Name them.
My goodness gracious.
Sabonis.
You would be correct. Jordan.
Jurkic from Portland.
Nurkic?
Yeah. Did I say Jurkic?
Correct. You said Jokic.
Yeah.
So I was like, what? Bryant.
Embiid.
You are correct.
I thought that was a
Back to
stretch.
Cam.
Jokic.
You son of a
Correct.
bitch. Steven Adams.
Correct.
Really?
Dude's a read. That's all he does.
Yeah.
9.5.
All right, Bryant.
Gobert.
Correct.
1000%.
Cam.
Giannis.
Correct. Jordan.
Who is Jarrett Allen?
Oh, good one.
Correct. Bryant.
Ant Davis.
Correct. Cam.
Zubac.
Who?
Ivan.
Ivan.
The big Ivan.
Correct. Jordan.
Who is Nikola Vucevic?
Correct.
Not that
Bryant.
guy.
Well, stop it right now.
4 left.
Oh,
There's
my
4
God.
left.
I think
Ayton.
I got something.
Who'd you say?
DeAndre Ayton.
Correct.
That's what I was
Oh,
thinking.
damn.
Cam. 3 left.
Bobby Portis.
Correct.
That's a good one right there.
Jordan.
Jonas Valanciunas.
Incorrect.
Damn it! Thought he was
Bryant.
right there.
Antetokounmpo.
No, we already said him.
Very
Oh,
simple.
we said Ante.
Yeah.
I said Giannis.
I don't know. I said Embiid, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Julius Randle.
Incorrect.
Oh, he was going to be my
Cam,
next
you have,
guess.
You have 2 more, Cam.
Bam's on there, right?
Bam is on there. You're correct.
Yeah, I was
1 more.
going next.
Shit. And it's not Randall.
Nope.
Did we say Mitchell Robinson?
Is that your guess?
Yeah.
Incorrect.
Damn.
The last and final player, Atlanta Hawks, Clint Capella.
Dude, that was one of my guesses. I
He-
thought for
He's like 10, 11, isn't he?
Yeah,
Again?
yeah.
I
He
thought
gets a lot.
Val-
He's probably out
Valanciunas
there.
for sure was right there.
All right, so
Damn.
Cam now has 8. Jordan has 10. Bryant has 12. Cam made up a little bit right there. Made up a little bit. Well, it's a good thing that there's 20 guys in this next category for the big
Son
one.
of a bitch.
Sheesh.
Jordan, we're starting with you. Name me all 20 players that have 7 or more receiving touchdowns this NFL season.
Justin Jefferson.
Correct. Bryant.
I just blanked out.
I know, isn't that great?
Jamar Chase.
Correct.
Oh, he does.
Cam.
Steph Diggs.
Correct. Jordan.
AJ Brown.
I knew he was going to that.
Correct.
Absolutely.
Tyreek Hill.
You'd be correct. Back to Cam.
His teammate, Jalen Waddle.
Correct.
You're an asshole. I was going to guess him.
Jordan.
Devontae Smith.
Correct.
Oh, does he really?
Right.
7? No.
Monte Adams.
Correct. Cam.
CeeDee Lamb.
Correct. Jordan.
Amon Ra.
No.
That sucks.
Really?
I
Yep.
know. That sucks. Shit.
Jordan ends with 13.
Trash game.
Bryant.
Christian Kirk.
Correct.
Damn.
I'm going through all the players that I have on my team right now.
Yeah, Cam. You got to keep
Travis
up.
Kelce. That was like the
Correct.
most obvious.
Correct. Bryant.
T. Higgins.
Correct.
Damn, he's got 7 too.
Mm-hmm. All these guys had 7.
Tyler Lockett.
You'd be correct, sir.
Well, I just thought of one.
Right.
Amari Cooper.
Yep. Keep it going, Cam.
Oh, I know on Jordan's fantasy team, Christian Watson.
You'd be correct.
That was another guess of mine, but I wasn't sure.
Bryant.
Brandon Ayuk.
Correct. Cam.
I guess I gotta
Cam,
go to his teammate.
Cam, you need to get all 4. And Bryant not get one.
Kittle.
Correct. Bryant.
I'm running out of ideas here.
Gabe Davis. Gabe Davis.
Correct.
Really?
Yep.
He's got
What?
7? Shit.
2 left.
I think I know one.
I'm saving the last one because I was high and mighty.
I think of who scored, like Jahan Dotson. He has to, right? Because of this past weekend.
You're correct.
Wow.
1 left.
Who I thought was going to be a star last year, Juwan Johnson.
Oh,
Y'all cheating?
I wouldn't have gotten that one.
Juwan motherfucking Johnson.
Are y'all
I wouldn't have gotten Juwan.
You wouldn't have gotten Juwan?
Yeah. I would
thought it
not
was
have
Zay
gotten Juwan.
Oh, it was Zay Jones.
Juwan
Nope.
Johnson.
That was going to be my next guess, Zay Jones.
He's got to be at what, like 6? Because he's went
I
off.
think he's somewhere around there. He's somewhere around there.
Well, Monron's probably the same thing too.
I thought I could have. Thank God you guessed him on Rock because I would have guessed him.
Jordan 13, Cam 16, Bryant 21, and Bryant wins. Dun, 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 dun. And guess what?
That's a fun game.
Bryant also won in fantasy. So let's just double it up.
Did I?
Oh,
Is this after we traded in the group chat?
well, he didn't have
Michael Pittman didn't do
He
shit.
didn't have Pittman, so. But yeah, Cam had 51.26, Jordan had 54.2, and Bryant Blue Year breaks off with 100.95.
Shout out Russell Wilson.
Because T. Higgins and Devontae Smith put up over 60 combined.
Yeah, Devontae had a great game.
That he did.
Dude.
That he did.
All right, can I say something?
No.
Mike Evans sucks.
Okay, we can do
And
that for
you
Thursday.
You guys were so against me saying that last time.
Because you're
He's
wrong.
terrible,
That's
dude.
fine.
He's terrible.
That's fine.
Nah.
We just hit the hour mark. I'm trying to lower this. We'll talk about Mike Evans on Thursday.
Woo! 1 hour podcast. We made it.
Yes. With that being said, if you like what you see, subscribe, like the video, see us on YouTube, check out our Twitter. We are the No Offseason Podcast.
Yeah.
Cam, Jordan, Bryant, and myself, Ryan. We'll see you Thursday, 8:30 p.m. And
It's
on
easier
that
to watch
note,
now.
be out.